So what is up, bosses? It's your boy Boss Fatwod, and welcome back to Disney Dreamlight Valley. This, ladies and gentlemen, is insanely episode number 19, and this is content update number 1, which is known as Scar's Kingdom. We can see Scar there next to us. Basically, this is a new story. We can finally begin the story. We began the story in episode 1. We can finally continue the story, which we haven't actually done in a decent amount of episodes. I don't remember what episode we actually finished the story, which was really only for we're getting straight into it. We unfortunately don't have the cutscene. We had the initial cutscene for this update. I haven't got my controller. We had the initial cutscene for this update in a previous episode. I don't know if you've been caught up with this episode anyway, or this series anyway, or watch it live, streaming live on Twitch right now. So we'll be streaming this entire basically update on Twitch. I probably, unless it's over an hour and a half, 2 hours, this will probably be like one video going through the Scar's Kingdom, and then episode 20 onwards will be Toy Story update whenever that comes out, and then whenever other updates come out. I need to get my controller though. Controller has been acquired, so basically, as we can see on Quest, I need my back pedal as well. I don't need my back pedal, I just like it. I've got very freaking used to just using that as the A button now. Investigate the giant skull in the elephant graveyard on SUNLIT Plateau. A rock crumbles on the SUNLIT Plateau, revealing the entrance to a mysterious lair. Yeah, so we did see the cutscene. I forget exactly what episode that's in. Maybe I could like link that episode if I remember, who knows. But we have done absolutely everything in the game. Obviously we haven't done, as I literally just said, absolutely everything, like all of this stuff. But we have got every character bar Scar to max level. All of the quests are done. The event stuff I pretty much can do. I think I need 900. Yeah, I need exactly 900. I actually did this about 2 hours ago. I played the game for about an hour, just doing like all of just boring stuff that I don't do on streams and videos. I worked out exactly how much currency I needed for this. So apart from this, like, this is all done. We haven't bought all of it, but this is, well, mostly done. We need 70 more of the currency, and then we can basically buy everything there. Apart from the last thing, but like the last one, it's probably going to be, if I quickly check now on this one, that's just buy more moonstones. So if I have currency left over, which I will, because for some reason there's still 6+ more of these. Maybe it's just like, oh, the game sees that I haven't bought any of the rewards or anything. Bar 2, so it's like, oh, you must need loads more. Maybe if I buy all the rewards, then it will stop giving me duties. Because in the last event, I finished that. Either way, let's go in. The amount of times I passed this not going in, there he freaking is. Hello, buddy. How are we doing? Can I destroy this stuff? I can. I absolutely love, like, I played Minecraft. I played in the same Minecraft world for about 5, maybe 6 years now, and I absolutely love when a new update comes out, because you play a game for that long, and then just suddenly there's new stuff to do, new blocks, new items to get. There is one of these. Good. Well, it's been ages since I got another one of these as well. Let me actually read this one, because I realize I don't really read any of these. Note to self, there is an extremely bitter lion inside this cave. Is there? I wasn't aware. So how many more of these do I actually need now? I need 4 more, yeah. Okay, there might be one in... There's one more building we can go into. We can go into the cave. I wanted to go in here first, because in case Scar's like, go to the cave. Scar, mate, you don't have a circle suggesting you have a thing, though. Oh, they did get the actual voice actor, or a very good impersonator of the voice actor. Well then, if it isn't my name, you already know me, mate. You've been here for... I mean, were you here originally? I guess all of the characters in the game forever have been here originally. They just... Like, this guy's been stuck in here. Now suddenly someone's come along and got rid of the rocks. Could I not get rid of the rocks? The amount of freaking upgrades my pickaxe has, I definitely could have got rid of the rocks that were here before. Well, if it isn't, I've read that before. Jesus Christ, mate. Terrifying. I was beginning to think you'd leave me trapped in here forever. Yeah, you actually have been trapped in here. You're so cute. Can I scratch behind the ear? Can I pen behind the ear? Who gets that reference? Very obscure. You could try. If you'd like to become acquainted with my claws. Ah, no thanks. Don't mistake my conviviality for egolite? Are you making up words, mate? In fact, quite the contrary. Before the forgetting, you were one of my most loyal assistants. Now, after the forgetting, you're going to be one of my most loyal assistants. Will I rule over this entire valley? Oh, really? I doubt it. Oh, fine. Jesus, that actually is quite freaking loud. Can we stop doing that now, mate? Oh, fine, if you insist. You rule over the rest of the village. But when it comes to the SUNLIT Plateau, everyone knows that I'm the rightful king. I mean, you're stopping me from... Like, you're not allowing me to get to the second half of the freaking SUNLIT Plateau biome unless I go all the way around the forgetting or use the well, and you're not allowing me to fish here, so I guess, yeah, fair enough, mate. This is true. Of course, there's little worth running over here since the river dried up. By the way, this is the main story quest. This is an actual story quest. This isn't a friendship quest yet. What happened to the river? I can only presume that something's blocking it, and the land has grown so parched that there's no prey here. Without water, there's no life. The power within the pillar of nurturing has died out. We actually are going to get an orb? So then we've only got 2 left. I think we've got 3. We've got 1 in Frosted Heights, 1 in Forgotten Lands, and then a second one in Dazzle Beach, like on that little island that you get aerial from. And now there's all sorts of pesky dark power in the air. If someone doesn't fix this soon, the whole plateau will become an arid wasteland. And the most tragic part is, it's all my fault, apparently. Your fault? What? Yes. This all began when you abandoned the valley. Though perhaps, I like how there's actually a story before the game started. It's not like, oh, I'm just here now, I just spawned in here. Though perhaps, with my guidance, you could say it all right. Because it's been a while since I've had these. So these things, I asked both of these. Why should I help you? Because it's your place in the food chain. The valley was a far better place when I ruled it, with you at my side. I could always use more help around here. You're not the king of Dreamlight Valley, I guess so? Perhaps not. Yet. You're not exactly making me want to help you. Well, if that's the case, then one this update, I'm waiting for the freaking Toy Story. Then don't do it for me. Do it to help the valley. Restoring the Sunlit Plateau will make life so much better for everyone. I can finally fish here. I physically have an event task to get 30 fish here, and I physically cannot do it. Isn't that what a good ruler ought to do, my name? So you're going to allow me to fish here and to allow me to get rid of these bones, which as soon as that happens, that's everything in the valley. I can actually get rid of everything in the valley then. Just go around and completely clean up everything, like pick up everything. Literally, it could be completely empty now, the valley, after Scar gives me this ability. Because it's connected to the river that runs through the plateau. Without water, the pillar is utterly broken. And it seems to be connected to all the life on the plateau. When one flourishes, so does the other. When one is broken... so they're connected to each other, feeding off each other in a balance, almost like some sort of circle of life? It's the circle. Is that from Lion King? The Circle of Life song? Oh yeah, when like he's holding up the baby, that monkey thing? I forget what the thing is. Ah, yes. But don't ever say that phrase in my presence again. That is R, by the way, the UGH. Well, the annoyance started when something blocked the river. I have no idea what that could be. But I do know that I began at the same time as the forgetting. How do you know? You were stuck in here, mate. And no long after, those blasted rocks fell on my lair. I've been trapped in here ever since. Okay, that was after. Or before you got trapped in there. No, wasn't that also when you abandoned the village? Hey, do you want help or not? I'm sorry I didn't mean to cause this. Let's be nice to this guy, so then maybe we can actually pet him without him cutting my arm off. Or chewing my arm off. Biting and then chewing my arm off. Oh, I know you didn't, my name. It seems disaster just naturally follows you. I mean, yeah, my name does have natural disasters following them all the time. If we fix all this, it might make up for the trouble you've caused. Just tell me what I need to do. Must I do everything myself? Find out what's blocking the river. The water flows from the depths of the Vitalis mines, or, yeah, Vitalis mines? Vitamin mines? Beneath the cliffs of the Sunlit Plateau. There are mines beneath cliffs? What did they mine in there? I mean, that is a sensible place for mines, to be fair. I haven't the faintest idea, as it was nothing of value to me. Search the mines until you find what's blocking the flow of the river. And then, and don't forget this part, fix it. Only then will you restore life to my kingdom, and earn your way back into my good graces. Okay, I mean, I've already got you as a friend, mate. 18 of 18 characters, hell yes. And for whatever reason I still don't have this mill, despite me making it. Foraging... I guess we can do all of this stuff now. Yeah, I would have felt a bit weird doing this before we did this, so I guess we can try and do this now. Get like all the last foraging item, the last mill. Obviously we need these gems, we need rubies and sapphires. Oh yeah, and then Vitalis crystal. Yeah, so I knew like rubies and sapphire, you get 1 ruby and 1 sapphire going into Mickey's secret room, and people got really confused, like you get these gems and then they weren't in the game. I think I mentioned, but I think everyone would like jump to that conclusion, like it's not in the game yet. And to the, I really hope, Vitalis, I mean Vitalis sounds cooler than Vitalis, because Vitalis is just vitamin. I guess Vitalis is like vitamin, how Americans say it. Here we go. Straight away, immediately going into the 2 new buildings. Oh, Jesus, okay. Okay, game. Well then. Well, this looks a bit cool, doesn't it? Is it just going to be normal? I thought this was going to be like a small mine with just like a walkway through. Because obviously this being the early access still. Okay. Well, let's mine all the rock. Let's just mine every rock spot here because why not? What are we getting immediately? Gold, stone. There's a shiny ruby immediately? Oh wait, can I want to try it. Yeah, see if I can... So this guy I'm probably going to make a gardener because it starts again now. I've got basically everyone... Wait, 17. No, I don't have everyone. That's just like one each. So that's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Oh, I'm being an idiot. Yeah, of course. Because it was 17 characters, 2 of them can't have anything. So yeah, it is 3. It is everyone like 3 fishers, 3 miners, 3 gardeners. Yeah, so Scar is... Scar can be any of them. As long as Scar can actually... I mean, he walks around. So I imagine he can do something. What I was going to see if I can do, which I hope I can do, is just have a mining buddy with me. So then I get like all these actually quite rare gems because you can only get them here. I guess you can only get like freaking topaz in like one area as well, so fair enough. I mean, I immediately got 1 shiny ruby, so whether or not these are actually rare, who knows? Has this changed? Why is everything like covered in paint now though? Can I hang out with you going in here? I mean, when you hang out with someone and you go inside, they stay with you. So I don't know why it would be different for this, right? Also, there's coal there again. So if I need coal, freaking infinite right there. It would be really weird if suddenly they disappear here, right? Because I imagine, like, I know already going into Scar's area because Scar being there anyway. He'll be in there? Please. Please allow me it? Please? He's not there. Oh, he is there. Yes, you can do that. Amazing. Okay, well, unfortunately, I wasted potentially getting a second shiny ruby, but we do actually have a ruby anyway. The sapphire I wasted, unfortunately, before, like, this update came out. We got 1 more ruby there. Are you actually... Well, let me check on the next one. See if you're actually counting it. And I imagine this isn't going to be, like, just a one-take thing here. Because these do look a bit different. Maybe they just take like twice as long to even like, even if they just appear like maybe once a day, that's fine by me. There's not particularly gems that you actually need for much. I mean, unless Scar's like, oh yeah, 10 rubies, 10 sapphires, or like the shiny version. That would be a bit annoying. Also, yeah, a load more night thorns to get rid of, which is good. Was this a secret chest here? Oh, and you. Yeah, because of this, yeah, catch fish from SUNLIT PLETEAU, physically can't do. Yeah, I need 8 more night thorns. You didn't have any in your house though, annoyingly. Where's that? All just money? New items as well we should get. Now what about this Vitalist crystal thing? Yeah, I did hear the thing that you do. And that is, yes, we got 2 shiny rubies and 1 ruby for now. Oh, yeah, this is just like all the random stuff I made. So I'll just be eating this stuff. Actually, can I just, yeah, like just spam all of this for now. This is just what I was saying before, like I was just making a bunch of stuff. Then just keep eating this like low tier food just to get my yellow bar fully up again. That might just be something I need to pick up potentially. I don't know necessarily if it's going to be something I get from here. Obviously, I'm not going the right way that I need to be going. I want to be getting all of this stuff. Yeah, there we go. I saw you just gave me another one. Sorry about the camera as well. Like, it's a bit difficult putting the camera at a good space when I'm like in this really small bit here. Like, the ceiling's really freaking low. Why did they make the ceiling this low for like this camera? Like, really awkward to see where I'm going. Well, there we go. I got it. Hell yes. Right, so this crystal. Why is that not saying that I've got it, though? So the gems, I don't have it. And I don't have rubies or shiny rubies either. Is that just broken? Because the same thing happened, like, specifically in this update. The same thing happened, like, I've got rich soil. I've got loads of rich soil. Pretty much like half a stack to a stack now. But I don't have it according to the game, for some reason. That's the way I need to go eventually. Oh, Jesus. Okay. It disappears sometimes. That's definitely the way I need to go. Or maybe just, yeah, behind, it seems like. I was going to say maybe something for Scar, but it seems like I can actually get to all of this immediately. Which I guess is kind of nice. Maybe I should make Scar a mining buddy. I just thought like a gardener would be nice because I am running a bit low on money. Like I've only got literally less than 600,000, which at this stage is a bit low. But I do have all of my pumpkins to get, so that would be about 700,000. Or probably a bit less as Scar will be level 1 or level 3, 4 when I get him to help me out with it. Yeah, here we go, this side. Get loads more stone, definitely a resource I do need. Then is this just all going to be bits of money for now? No, here we go. Might be, I mean, it's going to be a new item. Mahogany table. Definitely new, and the game's acknowledging it's new. Okay, so the game's not completely broken with not acknowledging the new stuff that I'm getting. That's nice. Alright then. And this is not stuff. Okay, so now we know we haven't found any sapphires, like actually found any sapphires, but we know the crystals, sapphires, and the rubies are all going to come from here. Yeah, there we go. Decent amount of crystals. You're not going to get me another one. But we actually going to be getting enough night thorns gotten rid of as well. Okay, another crystal or another rock spot over here. We'll add this to the freaking rock thing then, like actually going to each of the rock locations. Gotta freaking add all of this to the map as well. I guess this definitely means that you would have been away from the first one long enough for you to like come back to it. Well, there we go. Is that all of them? That might be all of them, but that's the second time I've had to do that one though. Should I actually be... Oh no, yeah, I do need to for another 600, or 60 even. But as soon as I get that 900 resources, which we could actually potentially do in this stream, like I really like the idea of just buying everything on stream, or at least on the videos. Another one here, there's loads of them here, but we still haven't got any... Oh, a chest. We still haven't got any sapphires though. Can we get steel as well and then make another series of that show? Ruby and Emerald it was called. Wonder why. With a strange name. Okay, please don't do the bug where I can't move Wally out of the way. So I could literally just be stuck there if that happens. Hello, more night thorns. I mean, as long as I don't get another thing saying get rid of 30 night thorns, because... Or... I'll get rid of them now, yeah. Because I do need to get rid of like another 500 to 1,000 anyway for like the normal Dreamlight duty thing. So I need to get rid of them, it's just whether or not... Yeah, is that something? I hear a sound. Oh, hello, we're first person now. I hear a sound there. Okay, I think it's that in the walls. That might be something I can get eventually. Yeah, like whether or not I want to leave them in case I get rid of 30 night thorns again. Hopefully not. Oh, here. Check the sign next to the barrel in the Vitalist mine. If the water is blocked, please read. These night thorns are getting worse and worse, but don't worry, I know how to stop them. I spilled some of my root beer on them and they shriveled up a little. We can make a whole lot more root beer and use some of those candies to get all fizzy. I have candies, so that's like a special type. Maybe that is that type of root beer that I haven't made then yet? Why? I bet we could get rid of all these night thorn roots. I left... Oh wait, just completely get rid of night thorns? Like from stop and spawning maybe? Oh, where am I? I left all the ingredients in the chest at camp. I just hope I can put it all together in this barrel before the forgetting gets to me too. See, like when you see, like, you can say, oh, there's one new character, a few more quests, but then when you realize all of this as well, like I think people didn't realize that there would be more to it, which they said, and many more things. A whole new freaking mine, Scar having a new freaking house that we can actually enter. The whole thing with like the story and then actually getting a new orb as well, like that's a massive part of the story. Actually getting another one of these orbs. We haven't done that in quite a freaking while. Like we haven't gained the ability to get above level 40 yet. Tell Merlin about what you found. I think that was the recipe for root beer, which I've already made root beer, so it didn't do anything. Oh, what's happened? Oh, that's just allowed me to get back here, and that's already back. Oh, I can't go this way yet? Okay, so that bit there I can't get to yet. All of this is back already, somehow. Like, this is one that I've actually mined already. Insane. Oh, mine minerals, decent. Amazing. Oh, is this going to say maybe mine... No, it's not. It's not going to say mine sapphire and mine ruby. I guess they acknowledge that it's going to be a bit rarer to get. So I can now just straight away go back through there and mine all the stuff. I do want to mine sapphire eventually. Like, is it maybe sapphire somewhere else? No, it is in there. Yeah, 1k, 4k, so it's not the best... Oh no, it is the best. 4k? 2.4. So shiny rubies very much so, or shiny rubies and shiny sapphires are the best. So for 12, the freaking crystals, I guess they really don't want you to sell the crystals then? Fair enough. So yeah, I might look that just after this, like, you actually unlocking new gems but then the game not acknowledging, or just unlocking all of like the foraging stuff. So I should have, yeah, I should have 21 of 23 gems now. I can't hang out with you yet, so... Oh, are you just out now? You just out walking around? I mean, you could have come out a freaking while ago, Scar. Where are you? Where even is Scar, though? Like, yeah, Merlin... Decent, mate. Hello, you're the person I need to speak to, but where the hell is Scar?
Well, hello?
My name. I suspect you're dealing with another matter that might decide the fate of the whole village. I suppose that's just all in the day's work for you. I found a certain surly lion, or surely lion, in the giant skull in the elephant graveyard. A lion? You couldn't possibly mean Scar? That's right, he asked me for help to restore the Sunlit Plateau. Be very wary, my friend. Scar is just as treacherous as Ursula's. That's the third. We got Ursula, Mother Gothel, we're now Scar. He's not working with you out of kindness. There's always something in it for him. He thinks he's king around here, and I'm just one of his hyenas.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's just like him. The pompous, lazy miscreant. All of the villains in the valley, I have a special aversion to Scar. He refuses to learn my name. Okay, and insists on referring to me as the windbag with the pointy blue head feather and the unkept white mane. Okay. That is kind of funny, though. Funny? Now you see here, that's not Scar. There's nothing humorous about it. Why? I ought to turn him into a house cat. Sorry, I didn't realize it was such a sore spot. Yes, physically a sore spot on my head. Thank you for acknowledging. Yes, well, I've got myself so worked up. I've got the matter at hand. What did Scar tell you? He told me that if I wanted to restore life to the Pillar of Nurturing, I need to fix whatever was blocking the river in the Vitalist Mines. Vitalist Mines? Good gracious, I've forgotten all about those. I went inside and explored them. They're... oddly beautiful, they actually kind of are. That they are. I wish I could remember what was mined in there. Well, we got rubies, shiny rubies, sapphires, shiny sapphires, and Vitalist crystals, mate. Do you not freaking read the patch notes? Come on now. The river's being blocked by the roots of some giant night thorns that grew down from the cliffs above. My magic doesn't seem to work on them. Ooh, we're gonna get 2 upgrades? Ability to get rid of the big night thorns, like the ones specifically around... Oh, it's really blurry. It's probably meant to be like that, but that isn't. Maybe like just far away stuff. Some night thorns around like the actual orb things. I see. Or perhaps some more mundane substance could kill the night thorns at their roots. I found a note someone left hacked up in the mine. A bunch of ingredients lying around. Who left that note then? Is it another new character? Some crackling candies and a recipe for extra fizzy root beer. Well, this isn't extra fizzy root beer, it's just normal root beer, so I guess it's just another bug, just not acknowledging I've got it. Brilliant, this means your job is already half complete. Before you arrived, there was only one way we could keep the night thorns at bay. Sugarly carbonated beverages. Huh, really? Like root beer?
Yeah!
Precisely, the fizzier the better. Of course, they only worked on the smallest, least virulent night thorns. If you use that recipe to whip up some especially fizzy root beer and combine it with the crackling candy, why, that just might be enough to stop this problem at its roots. Is this the candy we're getting specifically from this quest then?
To you.
Well, surely not, because you won't be able to get it after that, yeah. I think it's just normal candy. I've got one more sugarcane. Now, maybe you just need to use the actual dried ginger to make it. Otherwise it doesn't work? Like that specific one? Extra fizzy root beer, okay, good. I was really worried then, is that actually going to work? It's just the same recipe, just you need to use specifically the dried ginger. Okay, so I was being somewhat of an idiot, somewhat of a not idiot, because I just didn't realise it. Anyone mention that? I really don't remember. With the extra fizzy root beer, oh no, I need to, yeah. Need to go over here. Oh, the crackling candies I have, right? Crackling candy, yeah. And the extra fizzy root beer is there. Well, I guess I'm going to see you. I think the game might have, like, that probably wouldn't have been actually how it should have gone, because I made the root beer before, so I'm about to sneeze. So I can place both of these into there. Wonderful. So it's going to get rid of all the night thorns in here, so I guess that doesn't mean, it most likely doesn't mean there's just not going to be any more night thorns. It means now, is the water everywhere just going to get more fresh? Oh, there we go. Now we can go over to this green chest. Okay. Decent. I guess this isn't the one that has... Maybe it is the one that has that specific 2 items in it, but I forget what them items are anyway. You go over here, and also, this might just be where sapphires are. I don't know. It doesn't look any different to the other ones, though. This might be just because it's like one you can't get straight away. Ooh, it is. No, it isn't. It's one with a memory, though. Is it an actual, like, freaking... story-based memory? It is not. But are we gonna get, because this is a story quest, like this is like a main, yeah, an actual story quest, so are we gonna get one of these in here? Also, that used to be a 3-1. Oh no, it is a 3-1, so it doesn't show there. Yeah, so that's like a one that you have to get 3 parts of the thing. So either way, they've definitely planned for them to be like they're in the game for the game love devs. They're just not in the game for us yet. Either way, you can go away nicely, Wally, because you're still quite a cool character. It'd be cooler if you had Eve by your side, though. And then I guess I'd have to move your house to be somewhere else, because I want Wally and Eve's house to be together. But finally, I can actually... Oh, Jesus, the hell? What? Me? Why am I here? Hello? Myself? Bye-bye? Okay, yeah, sure, why not? That's something that just happened. I've acknowledged the existence of whatever just freaking happened. Oh, we're going through a portal now, are we? Follow the Forgotten through the dark portal near the elephant graveyard? Do I want to? I want to first acknowledge, can I actually fish now? I probably can't fish immediately. No, I still can't fish. Brilliant. Imagine like that counts as you failing. If you were still doing like the don't fail 100 times. Okay, yeah, sure, I'll go through here. I'm not terrified at all. Why did like a purpley version of me appear? The hell am I now? Jesus Christ, oh my god. This update is insane. Like, I didn't go into it thinking it was going to be like literally as much content that was in the game already. Like, otherwise it's going to be like a little mini update. But no. We are playing, yes. Very weird camera angle to start off. The hell is this? This is actually like properly lore. There's actual proper lore to the game now. I want to get all of these though. I don't want to miss anything in these areas. Like with these areas that you can't go back to, because the game is still in early access, maybe, not saying that there is going to be, there might be bugs. Oh, that's what I can do here. I mean, still pretty cool. It seems like, yeah, so there is like a different version of Dreamlight Valley. There's like a horror version of it. Oh, I might be able to eventually come back here if I can open this. I hope so. Please allow the portal to just stay there. And eventually will we just have like a bunch of these portals around? So obviously there was one... So that was me then. We now know the person that went into Ursula's cave was me. That's me from like another dimension then. Because remember like ages ago we had that cutscene where we saw like someone's feet and like their ankles? And they were purple. And they came out of a portal and went into the cave that Ursula was in. Like the cave... This one here. When we first unlocked Dazzle Beach. Very interesting. Oh, that's gone, yeah. Show Merlin what I've found. So, yeah, you're in there. I can actually... Okay, so before you get to friendship level 2, I can actually speak to you as well. Like, do your normal talk for the day. Oh, yeah, I keep forgetting that. Like, I'm not going to be able to finish you today because the chance of getting you to freaking level 10 today is very unlikely. I can do that. There we go. Get you straight up to almost level 4.
Oh.
Decent. How was that last item there? Strange. Well, I actually unlock the ability to do that, so you're going to be gardening, yeah. I unlock... Like, your first item is... the thing that I want to get rid of. I can place them now. Oh, I have done it. Yeah, decent. And yeah, it has... Oh, Dreamlight duties. Yeah, I probably should have... No, I can't. So I need to... Well, 25. Meals of mushrooms gives me 25. Yeah, that will be 95. And then sell tourmaline. Cook meals and mushrooms, sell tourmaline. Oh my god, then we've done it. We can actually do it today. I'll do this, I'll finish off this main quest, and then we'll actually do that. Then we'll finish off the event. Not all the quests in the event, just at least unlock all the stuff in the event. Oh, I see you've solved the problem with the river in the Sunlit Pletoau. But by the look on your face, I know there's something else bothering you. Come on, out with it. As I was coming out of the Vitalist mines, I saw the Forgotten. Astounding. Well, don't stop there. What happened next? Merlin, the Forgotten looked just like me, because it is me? Like you? Oh dear, this is very perplexing, my name. Let me consider this. As the game said before, a very much so... Not cliffhanger, what's the other one? Plot twist, there we go.
Yeah.
Well, it's possible that the forgetting, or forgotten, is a splinter of yourself that stayed behind when you left the valley long ago. Merlin, is this all my fault? No, my name, I assure you, none of this is your fault. I love how we're just having like this serious conversation and Merlin's just like, yeah, I'm waiting for my dinner here, mate. My dinner at freaking 7:10. I guess that's a relatively normal time. Cause and effect is tricky. The simplest action can lead to unexpected reactions. And here in the valley, things are especially complicated. All that matters is what you hold in your heart. We all know that you only want what's best for the village. A splinter of myself, how? As we grow up, there are always parts of ourselves that we leave behind. These of us are no longer, I suppose you could say, fit. But just because we're finishing with a part of ourselves, doesn't mean that part of ourselves is finished with us. In your case, this means all by manifesting itself a bit more literally. We have to fix this. As in, I have to fix this. Well, I've always known that the key to restoring our valley lies with you, my name. Well, speaking of restoring Dreamlight Valley, I forgot to drop this. The Orb of Nurturing. Oh, that was the orb, okay. With this, we can restore the pillar in the Sunlit Plateau. Not so fast, something's wrong with it. It's all dim inside. Yes, I see. Well, the orb feeds off of natural life. When you first placed it in the pillar of the Sunlit Plateau, it took quite a long time to thrive. Once it did, it turned a dry desert into a lush oasis. It was planted in the ground before the pillar, okay, and let nature take its course, yeah. So that's what I mean is why we can't finish this update today. I mean, I wouldn't want to anyway. Sounds like that's going to take a while. But yes, there's no reason we can't help nature with a bit of magical nurture? Huh? What do you mean? Like this soil? I finally remember what we used to get from the Vitalist mine, so it wasn't rare gems or precious metals. There are crystals to grow that, all these crystals. When combined with a few other magic ingredients, they bring life to the flora around the village at much greater speeds. That's freaking cool. What might take months will take mere days.
Yes.
Now, first you have to dig up some Vitalist crystals from the mines, then use them to create the Miracle Growth Elixir. I took it upon myself to find the recipe after we spoke earlier.
Yeah.
So I've seen this. I've seen these elixir things. Once you're done with that, speak to me and I'll tell you the next step. Yeah, so I can show you now. So that's in... Where is it? Crafting, right? These things. Miracle Growth and then even more Miraculous Growth Elixir. Do I just go straight to them? Oh, we need Dreamlight. We actually use Dreamlight to craft it. God, if only I had a decent amount of Dreamlight, not like freaking 88.2 thousand. God, that's peasantry right there. Imagine not having over 100,000 Dreamlight.
Oh,
with you though, mate.
Hello.
My name's Charms. Oh yeah, so we're still doing that one, yeah. And then when we done this, you can start your actual normal stuff. Let's hang out anyway. But before we do that, I would really like to just finish off this event. Like, finish off half of this event, as in buy everything. And then I will, hopefully, as long as I can, actually finish off all the tasks as well. As long as it's not infinite. The first one wasn't infinite, so I doubt this one's going to be. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we can actually do you. And we've now got exactly 900. So that is enough to buy this. So we'll buy you. And you. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, collected. Okay, good. I thought for some reason that was just, I can immediately just get 200 over and over again. That would be insane, though. 200 over and over again for 20 resources. That would be just infinite amount then. All this stuff, literally not even looking at what I'm getting. I'm just buying all of it. So the next one is where we get our first mask of the game. That is the first mask of the game. I don't think masks were in the game until this update. So now we can actually get the villainy wears many masks. Dreamlight duty done. And then that's all of, yeah, that's all of them. All of the event done. And all of the Dreamlight duties done for this event as well. So I guess not all of event, but at least all of the rewards of the event, all of the Dreamlight duties of the event. Then all we need to do left is just, I guess, naturally finish off all the Scars quests and then do all of the duties left in this event, which hopefully isn't actually infinite. As I said 1,000 times already, it wasn't infinite in the first event. Like, I actually finished all the events, all the duties. It said, you've done all the duties in this event. Which there was like 5 or 6 I had to do after buying all of this stuff. There we go. With that, we have exactly 35 left for the last one. And now we've got 77 completed. Yeah, completed. Very nice. Check if it's completed on all of them, because you don't necessarily need to buy all of them. 25 days remaining, and we have actually completed all of them. So it's 90 moonstones. So 10 pumpkins for 90 moonstones. And then we can buy, with 100 moonstones, 10 pumpkins. Yeah, so they made sure you can't just have an infinite amount of moonstones, but we got 21.2 thousand or 21,000 of it, so it's very much so not something we're going to run out of, and that's a very nice amount to have because we can immediately just buy like the best thing to buy on these things, which basically means we can have like, actually no, we did already have like 100 of this thing. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we've already got 5 left to do. Very nice. And one of them, very easy to do that one. Relatively easy to do that one, or I guess them two both. We can just catch fish and mine the minerals as soon as we can actually catch fish in the sunlit. So it's only, Dreamlight duty is a bit annoying. Shiny aquamarines, Jesus Christ, I've been trying to do that for literal days now. Days and days and days I've tried to do that. And it's such a freaking pain. Like them shiny aquamarines, I'm starting to think they're not even in the game yet. Or anymore. So I definitely have them. Like, I've got 3 on me. It's just, if I've got 3 on me, how have I... Strange. If I have 3 on me, then surely that means I got at least 2, because I know Wardy gave me one of them. Here we go, yeah. So we don't need to make you, Jesus. 88,225 out of 1,000. Yeah, the elixir... We can't make, like, this better one, though. I would have liked to just immediately make this better one, but I guess that would be a quest in the future. It's not acknowledging I've made it. Very strange. I just made you. You're 10. Yeah, 25 for you. And how many do I have? Oh, I don't have them on me, yeah. Use a miracle growth elixir in your backpack to upgrade your watering can. Oh, just immediately? That's just... Okay. Well, can I make more of them and make it even faster? Insane. Let's water you. Talk to Merlin once again. Is Merlin still in... Here? He is. I just see, like, the circle there. I don't acknowledge him actually being there. I just see the circle of the Dreamlight thing.
Oh, hello.
Don't mind the lion in the restaurant. Bravo, you've done it. Your watering can is briming with magical vitality. Now, the last part is quite simple. Plant the orb of nurturing in the ground before the pillar in the SUNLIT Pletaeu. Yeah, there is actually a dig spot planted already there next to the freaking thing. Like, I acknowledged that immediately when the update came out. I went up to it and I was like, why is there a bit of hoed ground here? And tend to it until it grows. You'll require a bit of patience for this part of my name. It's all about nurturing the orb until the spark of magic returns to it. Well, the problem is, because I've done everything else, I kind of have to wait for it. Like, Scar's going to be with me, so maybe I could just, while I actually wait for it, we could do a bit of gardening. Maybe I could actually go and just collect some pumpkins with Scar. And to see just how quickly, maybe get him to like level 7 for now, so then potentially we could do 2 of his quests, or level 5, I guess, 2 of his quests. And then his last 2 quests in the next stream, which will be maybe a bit of a shorter stream, after we played another game first. Oh, he's not here anymore, never mind. There was a bit of whole ground there, yeah, like right there. I guess that just disappeared. There we go. Tend to the orb until it's fully restored. This might take a few, yeah, oh, a few days? A few days? Jesus Christ, game. But eventually we can get rid of all of these. Yeah, so I definitely can't do... Oh no, I can. But it's not allowing me? Yeah, because I need to do this. Until you finish all the trouble you cause, yeah. They did that on purpose. They did that on purpose so like people that finish everything, they couldn't immediately go to Scar's quest. They absolutely did that on purpose. We now have access to this orb. Oh, this orb just immediately? So I don't need to actually physically put the orb in there, it's just immediately done. Okay. Very nice. And now, we actually have access to fishing in the SUNLIT Pletaeu. It's a miracle. Oh, Jesus, okay. Well then. Hello, flowers. There's loads of flowers here, are there? Jesus Christ, man. Is there actually fishing spots here now? So we load into the game, so we always have, like, that stray... freaking thing. Yeah, talk to Scar. Scar's level 8, I do believe now. Is there... Okay, there's not quite fishing spots here, but can I physically fish here? I can actually fish here again. Hello, Scar. How are we freaking doing, buddy? I actually have finished this quest. Oh, I see you brought life back to my kingdom. And not a moment too soon. I'm simply famished. Frankly, I didn't think you'd be able to manage it, even with my guidance. I didn't think so either. I realised I could have used that full elixir, like the one that you use 25 Vitalis crystals for. I have that on my wishing... My wishing rod, I was about to say. What the hell was that? I have it on my... What's it called? Memory gone blank. The thing that you water the watering can. I have that on my watering can now, so like 25 things. I have that and it's immediate. I could have done it with this one and immediately I could have picked it up literally in that stream. Yeah, don't underestimate me, mate. Is that a threat? Perhaps I'm inspiring you, my name. You may learn how to be a competent ruler, yeah. I suppose there's enough room in this valley for both of us, my name. As long as you remember one thing. The SUNLIT Pletaeu is my kingdom. I'll never come here again then, mate. And no one else's. Do not forget it. So we have a patch coming out next week, meaning the week starting tomorrow, which will fix... The only problem that I've got is... I've unlocked stuff, yeah, so I realised in the last stream, so we unlocked all of these gems, we have all of these gems. It's annoying because the amount of times I fed this freaking grey squirrel, and I know now why, because there's a bug in the game for now, since this update, that doesn't unlock anything new. Like, you get something new, it doesn't unlock anything new on your thing. Scar, mate, where the hell do you think you're going, buddy? You need to be up here, and surely, as this is your first quest, what level do you need to be for this? Okay, it doesn't actually tell me, it doesn't actually tell me anything about this freaking first quest, fair enough, game.
Greetings.
Oh, goody, I think you're level 8, so we should be able to get you to level 10, and maybe actually finish off all your quests today. If isn't our illustrious ruler descending from on high to mingle with the commoners, what brings you to the humble abode? With this, I've forgotten the name again. With this watering can upgrade, anything I need to plant immediately grows. So that doesn't matter. So I think, unless it is like, oh, I need to speak to a character and they're sleeping, that's the only thing that will not allow me to actually finish all the Scar's quests now. Never mind. Oh, yeah, why not? I hope you, mate. How magnanimous of you, my name. But perhaps you should start by helping yourself. For someone who's supposed to be the ruler of this valley, you look rather shabby. Are the tributes not what they used to be? There's nothing wrong with me. I mean, yeah, why not? You lack a certain dignity. Your coat is dull and ragged, hardly worthy of a warthog. I mean, I haven't changed my clothes in a while, apart from like this mask that I've got now, just because I have a mask now, so why not? If you want to rule over these lands and deal with me, the king of the Sunlit Plateau, you have to address that. So I need to change my outfit to look a little more regal? I don't know if I can pull off regal. Oh, regal is far too long a stretch. With the right improvements, you might at least reach acceptable. I can only assume there's someone around here responsible for making the coverings you wear on your strange furless skin. I mean, I don't know who makes them, who sells them, I know. Have them make you a coat fit for a leader who's worthy of meeting with me. I'll ask Mother Gothel. I don't think Merlin can sew, therefore, next freaking obvious choice, Mother Gothel. I have no idea what you're referring to, but I'm sure the blustering fool is incapable of it.
Now, shoo.
Donald, what the hell are you doing, mate? I also want to get this stuff, because this stuff is stuff that will be leaving very soon. I think the 1st or the 2nd. But when is... How many more days have we got for this? So I've literally got... This is the stuff I got left to do. I can actually catch fish now, so that's good. Yeah, we got 22 days left for this. Okay. Plenty of time to finish off the last 2 things for that. Mother Gothel is over here. My pumpkins as well, like I got really used to just the last time the pumpkins pretty much immediately growing. No, these ones are actually taking time to grow. I guess I could water them once and then that's it, like they're watered forever then. As long as I can get a decent amount of Vitalist crystals, I don't think the other ingredients are anything that I'm going to really run out of. Should be fine.
What a pleasure.
My name, and to what do I owe the pleasure of your company today? So we have this lion who lives on the Sunlit Plateau, and on the Sunlit Plateau? Let me guess, you want to get rid of him before he hunts and eats someone? I have just the thing. No. I'm trying to convince Scar to talk to me, but you won't, unless the coat looks a little more worthy of a ruler. I was hoping speaking to the second villain of this task, then we go and speak to Ursula, I will be able to do something. I was hoping you could help me with that. Possibly, but why would you allow this? Best to stay in the village, a beast to stay in the village. My dear, the quickest solution will be to turn this foolish feline into a coat. Jesus Christ. Sorry, but I only wear plant-based fabrics. Of course you do, dear. Well, if you want me to help you make a coat, you have to bring me the materials. I need fibre, piece of fabric, and a pair of citrines and iron ingots. Freaking easy, mate. I used to be terrified of the words iron ingots. Now I'm absolutely not. Citrines for a coat? Why do you want me to find a gemstone? To teach you not to ask stupid questions. Oh, I'm just joking. You should really learn to smile more, my name. You're always so gloomy. I literally have a smiling face. That's the face I chose. Now run along and don't come back until you've fetched everything I've asked for.
Ta-ta!
Have I got it immediately, or is it something I actually do? Okay, I actually do need it.
Hello!
And let's go back, and you're probably here again. But then right here, oh no, we're not right next to Goofy's still here. Sell the seeds. I try not to just place stuff on the floor like I have done in the past, but now I've gone back to like pick it up. Because I don't want just like random carrot seeds and corn seeds on the ground.
Yoo-hoo! Hello!
There we go. It was very difficult to get these. Oh, it's still on the screen. Brilliant! That's not fixed yet.
Oh, hello, dear.
Oh, there you are. And you have everything I asked for. Even the pair of citrines. Those are for my jewelry box. You're a gem, my name. Wait, you didn't need the gems? How many citrines have I got in my name? Just leave it out. Why don't you, yeah? They're just for your jewelry box. Oh, well, hope you like. Oh, I actually can't do the options. Fair enough, I need to Alt F4 now. Oh well, hope you like them. Consider it a payment for my services. And let that be a lesson to you, my name, nothing is free. Now here's your coat as promised. Best of luck with that insufferable animal that is in your house right now. You've allowed him to be in your house, mate.
These fools have no idea
So maybe,
what
yeah, put it
magic
on.
could be controlled here.
There we are. I'm now wearing Mufasa, mate. Do you like it? Now see, that wasn't so difficult, was it? Even a warthog could have done it. I suppose I should tell you the reason for my foul mood. It's simple. I'm famished. There's scarcely any prey for me to eat in this village. Well, stay away from Remy, mate, and Mickey is a mouse as well. Of course, I did see one of your plump, feathery neighbours about. I presume you'd mind if I feasted on one of them. I don't think they taste very good. I imagine you're right, but still, I do need something to eat. You could eat fish. Perhaps your little kitty cats do, but I would need a fish meal fit for a lion. I'm famished. Okay, I think Remy's our best bet. The rat? That's barely an appetizer. If I've no choice? No, I mean we could get Remy to help make you some food. I thought that's who we were talking about, the feather guy. The nauseating meals he made back before the beginning. I hope for his sake he's improved. I'm not above eating a rodent if I have to. I've got to talk to Remy to stay here and don't eat anybody. Stay here as in, come with me please. Would be preferable. Then we'll go speak to Remy, who is awake. Yes, Remy is awake, that is good. So they don't have new tasks? Well, I kind of like that, like, so it's not just 17 trillion tasks each freaking update. It's a small amount of tasks, but then you go back and speak to previous freaking villagers.
Hello!
Like one you haven't really spoken to in a while. Oh hey there, my name, great to see you. I hope you're here for some food, because I have some fabulous things on the menu.
Huh?
Wait, that coat you're wearing reminds me of something. Someone. Oh no. You want me to cook for Scar? The harshest food critic in the entire valley. He's so hungry that the rest of the villagers look like food to him. Which means I'm on the menu. Well, let's do what we can to avoid that. You are gonna have to help me by preparing the main course. I'm thinking fresh sushi. It's best when it's just been made. I will handle the dessert. Here are the recipes to prepare. Imagine not having all the freaking recipes unlocked now. I guess I don't, because I don't have root beer unlocked, annoyingly.
Au revoir!
Okay, well let's just open these anyway. And I did some of the areas, just a normal thing, yeah, because I think I've done all cooking, all gardening. Oh, catch different types of fish. I can do that now, can't I? Because the fish I haven't caught yet, I think is the walleye, isn't it? Yeah, SUNLIT PLETEAU. I mean, I didn't see any physical, like, circles around to get, like, actual fish from it. But that should be something you can do now. Or maybe just something that appears maybe tomorrow, I don't know.
Hey, it's you!
You've outdone yourself again, my name. This looks good enough to be served in any fine dining something. While you were busy with the main course, I made a coconut cake that I'm pretty certain will leave Scar too full to eat anybody. Let's go give it to him together. Safety in numbers, right?
We work well
Scar,
as a
mate,
team.
do you like this? Is there a reason you're bothering me? Oh, we not?
You did it.
Follow Remy as he's... Oh, here we go. My name told me you were hungry, so we whipped something up that I'm pretty sure you're gonna enjoy. There we are. One by one. Okay. Sushi made fresh today, and a coconut cake. Let me see. This cake, you call it. Dry, flavourless, and sorely lacking in zebra or gazelle. Get out of my sight. Well, it looks like Remy's been eaten then. But the fish is acceptable. The preparation is far more interesting than the flopping carp I've been given before. I'm appeased. For now. You have no idea how relieved I am to hear that.
For tonight's late night
Hell
snack,
yes.
I'm thinking...
It's your first quest then.
Roquefort
Well, my
and
name.
figs.
Your neighbours have earned a respite from my carnivorous appetite. You should consider being nicer to people. They'll be easier to manipulate. No, in my experience, the only way to get someone to obey is to be sure they properly fear you. Okay. And you're actually, yeah, decent way through level 8. I mean, we're speaking to you again, mate. There's no other quest to do apart from yours. My name, I have a little matter to discuss with you regarding my territory. Do you join me? What seems to be the problem now, mate? Come on, spit out already. Tell me, have you taken time from your oh-so-busy schedule to explore the plateau? Quite a decent amount before I even knew you existed, to be honest, mate. Wait, what am I saying? You never stray far from the save of familiar. I do play Stray. Quite a freaking lot, mate. Well, if you had bothered, you'd know that it's absolutely littered with wildebeest bones. Yes, I do know that. Did you eat all the wildebeest? If I were gorging myself on wildebeest, do you really think I need to ask that rodent to procure food for me? I haven't seen wildebeest in a while, mate, so you did eat all of them. They haven't respawned yet. There have never been wildebeest on the Sunlit Plateau, but there have always been bones. That's confusing. Somehow they simply appear from time to time. On my honour. That's weird. I guess a lot of things about Dreamlight Valley are pretty weird. Was it such a problem before you decided to go away? You were very good at digging out the bones, and removing them. Of course, your raw shovel was sharp about them. I seem to recall it had something to do with that bombastic Scrooge McDuck. He had some manners of making your shovel stronger. Sounds good, I'll go talk to Mr. McDuck about making my shovel stronger, so we can clean up the Sunlit Plateau. Hell yes, here we go. So then when this quest is done, that literally then... Well, no, actually, no, never mind. Ignore me. Because I still wouldn't be able to quest start it just staying on the screen. Brilliant. I don't think I've ever seen that bug before. I knew that bug existed, though. Yeah, there we go. Just have to do that, and then it fixes it. Good. I know a fix for that one. Can I take this thing off, actually? I might be able to take this thing off. I still need to get rid of, or work out eventually, it's not in the game yet, but work out who's going to allow me to get rid of the things in the Forgotten Lands. Coats, and then it's you that I was wearing, right? Yes. Oh, and I got the headphones on as well, yeah. Forgot about that.
Good day, dear.
Hello. Wait. What? Rebuild the Valley Sunlit Plateau? What? No? Is that another new quest for you? Well, let me get this one. Oh, my name. Just so I was hoping to see, the Sunlit Plateau is filled with natural resources. There's not much of a vacation spot, the hell? Now, with a little nurturing, I'm sure it could be a fine sightseeing stop for the discerning traveller. This was not available until today, 100%. Because I've spoken to him enough. And we get the perfect spot for sunbathing. Hey, that sounds grand.
Bye-bye now.
Okay. Oh, story. That's actually a story quest. Oh, of course there's a story quest, yeah. Decent.
Good day, dear.
Looking for your next investment? Well, I have new deals every day. Actually, I need your help. The Sunlit Plateau is littered with wildebeest bones. And Scar asked you to fix it for him. Typical. You know, if you keep doing every this and that for him, he'll never learn. Maui, can we calm down please, mate? I don't have a choice? Ah, I suppose you're right. You're doing a favour for the village, and my business will profit greatly as well, thanks to the new products from the Sunlit Plateau. The Scar needs to learn not to ruin everything and expect someone else to come and solve his problems for him. Here, this mould ought to make your shovel strong enough to clear out the bones. A mould? Okay. Wait, how does this work? Do I need something else to put in it? That you will. But I'm not in the shovel fixing business. Maybe Scar can help you with the rest.
Goodbye now.
Okay, mate. I need to do something else here. You're back. Does that mean I'm finally free to roam the full expanse of my kingdom? I mean, your valley, of course? Or do you have more tedious questions? I hear a little bump in the road. I have the mould, but I don't know what to do with it. I'm surrounded by fools. Do my paws look like they're made for such things? Though I do remember something. Back before the forgetting, you used to gather dry wood and craft things you called iron ingots. Oh, and of course, there's a little matter of the lion's claws that you added to the mixture. Where can I find... Let's use your claws. Don't move, this is going to sting a little. Haha, how amusing. My sides are splitting, literally. Because you've sawed off my freaking claws, probably. Oh, I'm afraid you have to find the lion's claws elsewhere. Oh yes, there's plenty of other lions around the freaking valley. Before you abandoned us and everyone had to flee back to their realm, some lions used to roam the plateau and climb the cliffs. Occasionally we break our claws on the rocks, after certainly the cliffs of the Sunlit Plateau. Freaking spoiler, mate, knowing that we're going to get more lions. Is Mufasa maybe going to be a freaking character eventually? That would be great. Yeah, definitely got enough dry wood and iron ingots, 100%. And then around here, I guess I can just place... Similar to what I did... I mean, I've already placed some trees over there. So I don't think that counts for this, though. Yeah, it doesn't. There's just one I need to place 10 things here. Does that mean I actually can now do the rest of this guy's quests? Are your quests just open now, then? I think you've got maybe 2 more. Forgotten Lands and then Frosted Heights. Because I know, yeah, I know we've done the Glade Trust and I know we've done the Forest.
A minute of your
Oh,
time.
and I know the first one was the Meadow, yeah. It's just I don't know whether we've done Dazzle Beach. Yeah, we have done Dazzle Beach, I remember, because I placed, like, the benches in a row. As I live and breathe, the Sunlit Plateau's gone from a parched desert to a fine spot for any sightseer. And the village economy just keeps getting stronger thanks to you, my name.
Well done.
Hell yes. That's not saying you've got another quest, but do you actually have another quest?
Greetings, neighbour.
You don't, okay. So that's just like one bonus thing for you. I guess the Frosted, not the Frosted Heights. I mean, maybe, obviously the Frosted Heights as well. Eventually we'll get something else on the Frosted Heights. I mean, I don't know why, because the Frosted Heights is clear. There's no reason why we can't rebuild the Valley Frosted Heights. There is a reason we can't, or we shouldn't, for now, rebuild the Valley Forgotten Lands, because one, we don't have, like, there's going to be a new character there, because there's a pumpkin house there. There's literally a house there that we can't activate yet, so that's, or access yet. That's why we can't do that yet. We can't do that yet. We can't do that there yet. But we can, however, just get rid of these 4 things here. There we go. Very near the cliffs on the Sunlit Plateau. Okay. Gonna be these things then, maybe? Yeah, like ones that, like, the thing actually disappears by itself. That's when you know you're getting actual story items. I need to still be... No, I need to be, yeah, mining shiny aquamarines, which are in the forest and Dazzle. And one day, I will actually freaking finish that stupid quest. Possibly the worst quest in the game, or like the worst bonus event-style quest in the game so far. Doing that. That's 4. This one's actually stayed here. So where's the walleye? Is it gold? There we go! We have now fished up 1 of every fish in the freaking game. There we go. We've done it. Catch different types of fish. Or it could also be this side, I guess. Oh yeah, it's right here. I didn't think that it could be on that side as well. Whoops. Craft the lion's claw shovel hand. Just something we can craft, I guess. Decent. You're only 1 ironing it for that anyway. So I don't have the thing on me, but if I show you my watering can, yeah, it's literally like fully glowing. So now everything is max level tools that I can actually have. Now I can just get rid of the small ones for now. Oh, I haven't actually used it yet. That's why I can't do any of it. I keep forgetting I physically need to use that as well. There we are. So I can get rid of you now. What do you give me? Display. And I can also not get rid of you yet. Okay. Meaning I still can't get over to here. Because these are bigger ones, yeah. I can just get rid of these small ones, and maybe there will just be 5 of these small ones around. Very cool though. So now I can actually... Pretty much no. I always say that. I still can't freaking fully clear out the freaking... If we pretend Forgotten Lands doesn't exist, I can now fully clear out the freaking valley. Oh, I should get this here. Because this one actually has a chest in it. Never mind, that's too big at the moment. Fantastic. There's also ones on the other side, ones that are probably smaller on the other side, but I still can't actually get there if I'm playing by the rules. I'm surrounded by fools. Are you calling me a fool? I'm calling you a half a fool, my name. You left the job half done. You managed to get rid of the smallest bones, but the larger ones are still out there, cleaving the Sunlit Plateau in 2. I suppose it will have to do for now. But I won't be satisfied ruling it over only half my kingdom belong. So actually saying that, we still have another freaking shovel upgrade. Jesus Christ, how many upgrades for just like the shovel alone have we actually got now? Oh, by name, there you are. If you're still interested in helping me get our whole territory back, I found a solution. I have time right now. Well then, not long ago you removed some of the wildebeest bones littering the plateau. You only managed to get rid of the smallest of them, which is of very little help. Now I come up with the key to removing all of them. You have to speak with that female from the Glade Trust. Or the Govel? Why? She knows something. She used to be able to pass through the bones back before the forgetting. You're only mentioning this now? Well, forgive me for not keeping track of her comings and goings. My nap times are far too precious for such constant vigilance. Well, you know where your answers lie now, my name? Do what you decide is best in your infinite wisdom. Where's that infinite wisdom then? Surely it should be quite noticeable if it's literally infinite. You are, for some reason, all the way up there. I am hanging out with you, aren't I? I am, yes. And you're, I know I literally just saw it there, but I didn't see it fully. You're relatively close to level 8, okay. But I always just forget to check what level you are. 1280 XP though, like obviously it doesn't matter. Unless that, no, but that XP does go to you for now, does it? And then it's just you don't get any XP if you're max level or something? I don't know how that works. Obviously I don't get any XP being max level, yeah. Yeah, there's chest while I'm here. That fish still there. I feel like it's a bit... Like I played this game much less off camera, if not at all, because I feel like the stuff that I want to be doing, like collecting the rest of the critters that I haven't got, I can't do because everything you unlock new doesn't go onto your freaking list.
Hello, dear.
Oh, someone's looking for some motherly advice. How can I help you, dear? Actually, Scar and I are trying to... Don't tell me you're still associating with that creature. My advice is to exile him from the valley immediately. Do you know that you tried to hunt me down like some sort of prey? Before the beginning, I was gathering herbs and I felt something following me. Something with hungry intent. He's literally a lion, girl. I mean, seriously, come on now. Pretend it was all a big mistake. I knew that was a lie. He was looking for brunch and decided I was it. He was? He denied it, of course. But I could see in his eyes that to him was a 3-course meal plus dessert. Yes, that is how big you are. Look. Maybe if there was more room for Scar to roam around, he wouldn't have this kind of problem. I'm trying to open up the other side of the Sunlit Plateau. There's a wall of wallabies bones blocking the bridge. Oh yes, I believe I have the answer you seek. This enclosed leads to a little story. Long ago there was a young, beautiful and brilliant woman. Who's that then? The woman was me, of course. Gosh, I'm shocked. This young, brilliant and beautiful woman studied the lions and learn about something called the Circle of Life. For them, there is an order to the world. And every living creature takes part in it. The lions eat wildebeest, but when lions die, they become the very grass the wildebeest eat. Some would call it poetic. Well, once I learned of the Circle of Life, I realised there might just might be power in it. So I perused Merlin's library and found a recipe for a potion. You must brew the same potion and apply it to your real shovel to dispatch those bones. Do you have a shovel as well then? Go ahead, find the ingredients, brew the potion, save the day. What do I need for the potion? Oh, just the typical things. Some purified night shards, okay, give it a spark of magic. Some old bones, the more ancient and crumbling the better. Okay, so that's just like a specific questline then? Where am I supposed to find that? Well, there are fossils deep in the mines beneath the Sunlit Plateau. Those should do nicely. Those mines are huge, I'll be looking forever. Their mines are not that huge, I mean I pretty much already just naturally managed to just know where I, memorize the thing without actually trying to memorize it. Oh, I'll help with that, dear. We can follow some simple directions. When you walk into the mines, take a left, walk for a bit, take the first right you see, then take another left. That's... yeah, I know what that is. That's the first chest you get. Left, right, left. Okay, I think I've got it. Now, once you have the old bones, you'll eventually stop talking. You have to find a way to turn them into ashes. Scar should know a way to do that. He seems to be rather fond of destruction. Okay, I'll go find some old bones in the mines, get some purified night shards, and talk to Scar to figure out how to turn it all in. Yes, I'm not a 4-year-old. I'm very much so aware what I gotta do, game. Jesus Christ. I guess that is the issue playing a Disney game where it's like it really has to hold your hand with stuff like that. I guess we'll just go straight to this one then. As we literally have, like, this is probably the hardest bit to get, so we'll just do this one first. Get another walleye. Hell yeah. I mean, I didn't really need the walleye, it's just... I needed it for the sense of, like, just having the catch 20 different fish for that. So what did it... oh, okay, I don't actually know now. Brilliant. Well, it's got to be down here anyway. It's got to have been down here and let's, like, take the first left, you see? Or is it take the first... oh, no, yeah, I found it already. Decent, there we go. Very difficult to find. I mean, these mines are massive. You can't literally see the end of them standing at the freaking entrance or anything. There's like 50 night shards and 10 dream shards. Okay. Well, people that don't hoard stuff like I do are going to struggle with that for a bit. I guess you can't sell night shards and dream shards, so whatever ones you get, you keep, unless you literally just throw them on the ground. A pile of old bones, a pile of old bones, my name. Don't tell me she's trying to frighten me with these. Mother Gothel says I need to turn these to ashes, and then she said a bunch of stuff about the circle of life. She also said that you tried to turn her into a 3-course meal once. Oh, that again. Bah, I wasn't hunting her. I was merely patrolling the Sunlit Plateau to ensure the safety of the whole village. Come on, Scar, I'm not buying this. Here's the truth. Don't go inside at me, please. I swear. I saw her burying something in the ground before scurrying away. Naturally, I was worried for the safety of the village, so I decided to investigate. Was it one of the fragments from before? God, I don't want to mind myself with that freaking quest. A mysterious flower grew where I'd seen her digging. It wasn't long before she came back, so I pounced. She was planting a flower? That's strange. Yes, and she was looking through some item she'd pilfered from that windbag with the pointy blue head feather. She buried the ashes from old bones. Why can I not say that? She buried the ashes from old bones. There we go. Not old bones, old. I didn't read the rest of that. This is what she meant by the circle of life. The old bones grew into a flower, literally. Oh dear, you're starting to babble like my brother's unhinged mandrill. I've only got one problem. How do we turn these bones to ash? Yes, well, I may have a solution. There's a volcanic geyser inside my cave. Or no, a geyser, not a freaking geyser. Put the bones in there. The heat and pressure should do the trick. Then I suppose you'll have to gather the ashes and bury them. That's all? Sounds pretty simple. Then we get to water the flower, or it will never grow.
This village smells like...
No freaking
magic?
talking in this one, is there? I mean, is it naturally this amount of talking? I feel like Look, there's more dialogue in this update than the entirety of just the main game normally. Just in here that I gotta put it in? Is that just... Oh, just ashes? Okay. Put on the ashes anywhere. Well, if it's something I need to wait to grow, then I can just immediately... We'll just use my watering can, because I've already got the thing on it. Care for the flower and bones, yeah. So this will immediately grow. There we go. Wonderful. I got some more of the... Yeah, so it didn't actually... So it's still not fixed. I mean, the update isn't out yet. Like, the update will be sometime next week. Probably after... I mean, definitely after I finish this. Craft the roaring shovelhead. There we are. And that is now officially all of the upgrades I can get in the game so far. Now I can just... I mean, I might as well just get rid of all of them while I'm here. You're actually going to be getting some upgrades as well. Oh, I haven't used it again. I once again forgot. There we go. Now I can get rid of all of these. Yeah, there's this chest over here. I guess I can get most of the chests now. Most of just the random chests around. Would be nice. So this is the first big bone bit I can get rid of. There we go. Triple B. Now I never have to move my bow again. Very nice. Finally, the Sunlit Plateau is whole again. I suppose I should thank you, my name. You were helpful after all. Now, there's one last thing I need to make my kingdom whole again. You're not plotting against me, are you? If I were, it wouldn't be very smart to tell you about it now, would it? But no, my name. I'm not planning anything against you. I'm just looking for something. Actually, if I use this watering can on the pumpkins, it will immediately grow the pumpkins, wouldn't it? Not only... You don't need to water them anymore. Not only will I smash my freaking smartwatch onto my desk again, also the pumpkins will immediately grow. Decent. So if I can get like a really good resource of them crystals, then I can just have immediate grown pumpkins just all the time. Very nice. Oh yes, I only wish to lead us all into a great and glorious future. I'll let you know when I'm in need of your aid again. Okay. Well, I'll leave you for a minute and just finish off getting rid of all these bones, unless you're just immediately going to be... No, I do need to wait for a bit for you. So for right now... Oh, next quest is locked. I thought I was going to say, for right now, there's actually no quest there. There we go. Hell yes. And you immediately, there's a chance you immediately have your... Oh, you actually do immediately have your quest available there. I don't know whether that's specifically because you're level 10. Is this quest your level 10 quest? Your next quest is now suddenly available. Oh yeah, friendship. Oh no, bring gifts. Oh yeah, have 20 friends at a certain level. Make friends 24, yeah. So we gotta wait. I mean, have 20 friends at a certain level we can do in the next update because we got Woody and Buzz arriving. Oh, my name. You were so instrumental in making the SUNLIT PLETEAU whole again that I really must thank you. Let's share a meal together in my den, ruler and ruler. That's unlike you, but okay. What can I say? I'm just full of surprises. I think this is genuinely his last quest. There is, however, the small matter of food. I took the liberty of asking the rodent to provide us with meals fit for the occasion. He gave me these odd things here. Okay, I don't know why he gave you that. Recipes for teriyaki salmon and gooseberry pie. Okay. Scott, this better not be some kind of scheme. Well, this seems a little suspicious. What, my name? You wound me. I wouldn't dream of trying to trick you. Okay. Is it now say... Oh, that is his level 10 item. Okay, this is actually just his last quest. Okay. I mean, I feel like it's a bit short. But then again, obviously we had like Scrooge's new thing. I'll go and speak to Scrooge once we've done this one as well. Make sure there's not like another secret freaking quest that doesn't appear on the quest log that I'm not aware of. I might load that up just to double check. Because I know we did Dazzle Beach and Glade, because the Glade is the stuff still there. I know we did Forest. We've also done Sunlit now. We've done Peaceful Meadow. Yes, so Scrooge has 2 more quests. Rebuild Forgotten Lands and rebuild Sunlit or Frosted Heights. Gather the meals for your dinner at Scars. Okay, well I can just make it literally right here. Where am I going? And always remember to... No, never mind. Do I need to use these? Oh, I think I use these and then it appears on that. That might be why I've never really used that thing before, to like just show exactly the recipes I need to, or the meals I need to make. Then I use these 2 books and then it shows up on this tab when you make meals, right? It doesn't. Very strange. Okay. Well, the teriyaki salmon is an actual meal, so it's going to be on this one. Here. 5 stars? For a freaking lion? I mean, you're going to hate that, mate. That's like freaking 1 bite for you, is it? Snow White's gooseberry pie. It begins with Snow White, doesn't it? Yeah, it's actually got a name in it. Wheat, of course. Imagine. The freaking Minecraft veteran I am, and not actually having wheat to do something. Let's finish off this update by eating a meal with Scar, because why not? Didn't we do that? Meet Scar at his cave. Here we are, buddy. Okay, I'm not gonna have the game freaking ruin this again. Scar, mate, don't bug out again, please. It's just that, like, when it comes up with the menu of giving them the items, I wish they just didn't do that. Enjoy my name. Oh, nothing. Once again, I'm denied what's mine. It should have worked. Where is it? I knew it. You were planning something. Yeah. The hell are you talking about? Yes, my name. How astute. You've ascertained my ulterior motive. Very good. No point in avoiding it now. There's a trinket I've been looking for. You hid it from me long ago. Another one of your lessons. Are you sure you haven't just lost it? No, unlike you, excuse me, I remember when you stole it from me. You wanted to teach me a lesson. You said, good rulers care for everyone, from the tallest to the smallest. They invited everyone to the table. You told me that my stolen trinket would be returned when I understood the meaning of those words. I hoped if we shared a meal, it would break your silly little curse, but I was wrong. I'm going to talk to Merlin. He'll probably help me cast the enchantment. Maybe he can help me break it. That windbag does delight in being a know-it-all. Okay. Talk to Merlin? Well, we know 100% this is the final quest because we see... Are you following me? Actually, yeah, probably do follow me, mate.
There you are.
This is, once again, just like we had in the last episode, this is the final quest in the game. Merlin's sprinting up here, mate. Almost like he knows we need him now. Yep, hello. Jesus Christ, mate. Just sprinting straight to me and Scar. Okay,
There
thank
you
you.
are.
Can every character in the game do that
always
from now on, especially
hello.
Ursula? Oh, my name. What new magical mystery do you have for me today? Back before the forgetting, I took something away from Scar and hit it with some sort of enchantment. Something you can only get back if he learns a lesson. Past my name is making life extra hard, yes. In real life as well.
What
Yes. Sometimes things we did long ago can seem like the deeds of strangers to us. I remember what it was you said back when you had his little trinket. Good rulers care for everyone, from the tallest to the smallest. They invite everyone to the table, yes. Well done for remembering as well, mate. Quite inspired, I thought, but then, you've always been wise beyond your years. You calling me freaking old, mate? How dare you? I am 21 in exactly, well, 2 months and 1 day, as it's the 30th today. Now, I'm sure you've noticed that Scar is not always the most pleasant of neighbours. He wants to rule, but he doesn't understand the responsibilities and the care that come with it. You tried to help him. But then he turned around and tried to eat one of the birds in the Sunlit Plateau. When I said inviting others to your table, I could have been clearer. I meant those birds as guests. Yes, and not only the sunbirds, you meant everyone, from all segments of the circle of life. I suggest you continue leading by example. Put up some sunbird feeders on the plateau. Show him how to care for his kingdom. Maybe that will help where your curse has failed. I'll do whatever it takes. Wherever it takes. Okay, just be careful not to become too much like Scar in your pursuit of your goals. Yeah, I might move that well eventually. Or maybe move the Sunlit Plateau well, like here, potentially? I don't know. I guess it's easier now just being able to walk through this. So how do these get placed? Okay, so I can place one there maybe, and then one there. There we go. Return to Scar. If you're finished running around doing absolutely everything else but helping me, perhaps you can focus on my problem now. I'm trying to help with your problem. Merlin says you need to learn to care about others to break the spell. Oh, goody. Which fool do I need to help now? The sunbirds on the plateau. I told you that you needed to care for the tallest and the smallest. It doesn't get much smaller or more fragile than those birds. I can't believe I have to lower myself to such an indignity. I mean, lead the way. Feed sunflowers to the sunbirds on the plateau. I have what? Oh no, I was about to say. I have flowers but enough sunflowers, but I just read sunflowers for some reason. I'm glad I haven't read or fed you guys. I specifically didn't feed you guys today because of the last few days, because there's not really any. I mean, there is a point for like the Dreamlight duties, but I'd rather get the Dreamlight duties and the collection done at the same time. Yeah, there we go. Exhibit A. Wait. Oh. What? You've just unlocked. You are broken though. Are you specifically fixed now? Is like me doing one of these quests suddenly fix it? The hell? And I guess now this is the first time we've had to specifically feed the sunbirds, because if the sunbirds were over this bit, we wouldn't be able to access them. Here's the other guy. Okay, so now I can actually go and feed that grey. That's strange. So it must specifically be that just one of these Scar quests have fixed it. Maybe like the normal story quest, I don't know, like just doing that story quest fixes the bug? Very odd. Okay.
How nice.
There, it's done. Now let's return to my cave to see if your foolish enchantment has been broken. Let's go. Maybe we could just really quickly see if just getting like a Viscidus crystal actually registers now, which would be cool. Because then I can actually have something to do, like maybe tomorrow if I have a bit of spare time.
Oh.
The curse still hasn't been lifted, and my prized trinket is nowhere to be found. This is all for nothing. We can try. We still have fun scheming together, did we? Oh, fine. I suppose it wasn't entirely unpleasant. Though I must admit that you've stuck by my side more than I expected. I suppose if there's anyone I could call a friend, it's the Ghostbusters, mate. Well, it would have to be you. Wait, what's happening? Scar, I think the enchantment is breaking. Oh, all you had to do was call me a friend. Look over there. Hell yes. I have a shard. Do you want to give these items? Magic mirror shard there. I'm glad that went off the screen. He's like, oh, I don't want it, just moving his head away. It's like some sort of magic mirror shard. Finally, watching over my territory will be so much easier now. You see, my name, I found this little piece of glass in the valley long ago. With it I can see wherever I want without going anywhere. And it ensures I'm still the most ferocious lion in all the valley. So I'm hearing is that you're lazy and insecure? On the contrary, it's called being prepared. Now, here, I wanted to give you this, as a token of gratitude. After all, he helped me more than any of those other fools ever did. I just had a bonus one of these things, the fire things. There you go, you can have it there, mate. Wonderful. Just like a little bonus one lying around. I got no place for it. You can have it then. Thanks to you, I have my whole land to roam. And now, I've been reunited with my most valuable tool. Tell me, mirror. Mirror, mirror on the wall? Who's the most cunning lion of... Oh, he actually is doing it, of them all. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is... Oh, wait. No quest available. I thought for some reason that was the event saying I'm offline. There we go. We have actually now, for the first time in episode 19, actually got all of the quests completed. And that, ladies and gentlemen, also concludes this episode and the Scars Kingdom update. I did remember the name of the update of Disney Dreamlight Valley. Next time, there will be a bit of a break now. This is the end of, I guess, the first rendition of, or really it should have been like a break from episode 18 to now, but I took a bit too long and actually didn't finish stuff when this update came out. So my apologies for this update being delayed. The second, or probably not exactly the second, 100% the day the next update comes out, which is the Toy Story update. That's probably not what it's going to be called, but we know it's going to be a realm. We know we're going to have Woody and Buzz. We know we're going to have new story stuff. Whether or not that'll be part of, like, Scrooge's next bits, I have no idea. Scrooge does not have his next quest for now, so we know eventually he'll have 2 more quests, and I guess apart from that, everyone in the game, Scrooge is the only character that will have more quests eventually. For now, stay tuned for episode 20 where we'll be starting the Toy Story update. I imagine there will probably be 2 videos for that, one for Woody, one for Buzz potentially. But for now, that, ladies and gentlemen, ends episode number 19 and the Scars Kingdom update number 1 of Disney Dreamlight Valley. As usual, there'll be a link in the description in front of yourself, but for now, hopefully you enjoy. Please don't like this, subscribe for I'm new. As for the boy Boss Fatwod, thanks for watching, as always, peace.